Woo! We're live. Look at this. This is what FPV is all about. It's a Monday afternoon, late April, and there's nothing I'd rather be doing, no place I'd rather be than right here flying FPV and doing a video. So we're out here in the open space right next to the beautiful Mount Diablo, which you can see right behind me. We are actually at a pretty high up elevation. We're not that far from the top of the mountain. I would say we're probably a couple thousand feet, vertical feet. We're up here in the hills. And I got this nice little miniature valley. If you watch my videos, you'll remember a crack shack in a recent post where I flew my Astro X5 Silky. And that is right down there on the bottom of the hill. So I came back up here to this spot. I'm parked right down there on the road right there, so it's kind of cool. I can do some flying and check on, see my car and check on it, you know, if I need to while I'm flying, because I don't trust anybody. This world's fucking crazy. And oh, look, we got some other birds flying around. Maybe I'll get some buddies to cruise with. But this is, I think, what a lot of people, when they have the idea in their head, what is FPV? They fantasize about it. This is what is in their mind's eye. You're out in a beautiful, serene spot in nature, nobody around, just you and your quad, flowing with the environment. You got some good music on, and you're just ripping packs, enjoying life. And that's what it's all about, okay? It's not about likes, it's not about follows, it's not about the bullshit products, which I'm gonna get into in a minute, because there's a lot of hype out there and a lot of just misinformation. You know, there's people pushing shit products, and it's important to know that it's up to you. Nobody's going to do it for you, to figure out what works good and what is reliable. Stick with that. You don't have to break the bank to do it. But once you do get a formula for what works and what you know, use that. Use that to your advantage when you're building your quads. So I just got finished building the newest Schizo Nova frame, which is a gorgeous frame. If you haven't checked it out yet, I suggest you do. It's probably the most aesthetically pleasing frame out on the market right now. Props off to Jonathan and his engineering and craftsmanship. It really came through. The quad is gorgeous. It's got a Rick and Morty theme, a lot of stuff going on with it. The only cons I could draw from it so far are for $100, it's an expensive frame, but it's worth, you get what you pay for. It's a very high quality frame, but they only put one battery strap in it. And in all reality, guys, you're gonna need 3 battery straps for every quad you build if you're like me or if you do freestyle. So if you're running a GoPro, you need a strap for that on the front, and you really need 2 battery straps. I did some initial test flights today with 1 battery strap, and it just wasn't cutting it. You could feel it getting wonky in the air because the battery's swapping around. So I'm fixing that. And the other, so yeah, it would be nice to have 2 or 3 battery straps in there, you know, make it 105 or whatever. Fuck it. And we're already paying $100. It's, that'd be my one drawback. You do, if you're going to order that frame or a lot of frames, make sure you order a couple battery straps with it, or I hope you have a box full at home. So that would be mine. Other than that, it's really gorgeous. It's pretty easy to build. That's the other con I would say. There's no information on it. So literally you can search the internet and you won't get anything on how to build the frame. So Schizo, you need to get moving on that and get that video out. It's real important to the community. I understand it's hard to motivate sometimes. We all suffer from fatigue and depression and all this shit, but we really look up to you, man, and we need you to get that out because we're supporting you. We need you to support us with the information and knowledge that we need to succeed. So, but yeah, I'm at 6 quads right now with just my regular size quads. I got 5 5-inch quads all running. all perfectly going right now, and one 6-inch quad plus a 3-inch Vortex 150, a bunch of tiny whoops, a 70 millimeter, an X-Star Premium. I got quads up the wazoo. So I do want to get the Remix Umagod Purple Edition, but I'm just kind of quadded out right now, so I'm probably going to wait a month or two. I'm up to here in quads. So um, yes, let's talk about the Fat Shark HDOs. Now, I've been waiting a long time for a decent Fat Shark product, a goggle, a traditional goggle that I can throw the huge wad of money that they want for them and get and be happy. And I just haven't gotten that. I came into the hobby a little too late, right when the HD2s were still around, but by the time I was ready to buy a goggle, those were gone. HD3s were coming out, and I wasn't prepared to spend $550 on a pair of goggles. So, and I just thought that, you know, for a shitty DVR and a non-OLED screen and a small field of view, I'm just like, what am I paying for? So when they came out with the Transformers, I was really, really happy, because that to me is one of the most underappreciated, underrated pieces of FPV equipment out there. Fat Shark, for all the bullshit that they put their customers through and all the, you know, negative feedback that we could throw their way, the Transformer was a home run. And in fact, I got 2 of them, and you know, and I'm really happy, because I put the pleather, you know, what the eye covering that they use in the HDO. I have those on both my Transformers already. It's a $5 piece of merchandise at Get FPV, and you just throw that in there, and then you have the best lining for your goggles ever. It's so comfortable, it's sweat proof, it's just perfect. And I run the highest quality antennas in the market, in my opinion. I run Voss Video Aerial Systems by IB Crazy. I run a Crosshair and an Ion, and I have as much range. I have farther video capabilities than I have radio link. So for me, why would, you know, there's no reason to upgrade unless I'm getting what I want out of the goggles. And a small field of view is not what I'm sorry, not what I want, Fat Shark. So yeah, they come out with this new OLED screen, but it's like 30, I don't know, 35-degree field of view, which is crap. I mean, they totally screwed up there. A lot of the hardcore pilots are still rocking their HD2s for a reason. They don't care about the blurred edges. It's the big field of view. Your field of view, your vision in FPV, well, it might not be everything. It's pretty close to everything. It is extremely, extremely important. So in the Fat Shark Transformer with the binocular viewer, you get a 55-degree field of view. Enormous, crystal clear, and it's an OLED screen. So, and it's, oh, I'm sorry, and it's less than $200. So for me to go to a 32 or 35-degree field of view, have to spend $500. They didn't even upgrade the fucking DVR. Like, this isn't rocket science. This isn't chess. It's checkers. They dropped the ball. Huge. I was ready to give them my money, and now I'm not. And I'm not. I will take a look at the Commander V2s, but I did buy at the Amways, the V1s, and I ended up returning them because I hated that small field of view. And there was just some quality control issues on the goggles that I felt it just wasn't as rock solid a product as you get with like a Fat Shark. So, you know, I didn't do it. So that's my rant. I'm just sick of seeing, you know, there's a bunch of people out there in the community, they get a bunch of free stuff, and some of them give you very honest reviews, some not so much. Some are more controlled by emotion. They're like a kid in a candy store. Oh my God, I got this new thing. It's so awesome. Let me look past all of its deficiencies and crap engineering and tell you it's the sweetest thing since buttered bread. Some people will be more realistic and say, hey, and that's one of the things I got to say. I really appreciate Joshua Bardwell, what he's done. And I think his content has moved up a notch lately, and I wanted to give him kudos and tell him to keep going. And I really appreciate his honest review on the newest Fat Shark goggles, because I go to him because I trust him to give me the no bullshit review on the product without emotions or fluff put into it. And he did. He did so well on that video. It really, it reiterated why I'm committed to being a fan of his content, and probably try to give him support in some way so that he can keep doing what he's doing. Because to me, there's no such thing as a pro pilot, really. A few people have tried to make a living out of FPV, which to me it's not the right time, and it's a mistake. And I think that most of them are now reevaluating what they want to do with life, because it's just, you're not going to make a living, a good living that I would say, off of just flying FPV. You're just not. So it's a hobby. Enjoy it for what it is. Fly, love it, but don't get crazy about it. Think you're gonna quit your job, leave your family, do whatever for just FPV. That's taking something that's awesome and putting it in a spot to make it not awesome, or setting yourself up for some real disappointment and failure. Every day you put it in a little time, get the sticks in, you're going to get that release, the endorphins, the dopamine, you're going to get better, and who knows where this hobby will go. But we have to be cognizant of where it is right now. Realize that some of the air got let out of the balloon. Stabilize, not fight with each other, not be passive aggressive, condescending shitbags to each other, but also hold each other accountable. If we really want this hobby to get better, then we have to be able to have discussions about products and stuff going on. We have to be able to basically not have confirmation bias and not be, I'm all over the place. I'm out of here. I gotta fly. So stay tuned. We're gonna get some nice packs ripped. I brought the Silky and the Flow Ride up here. I got my coffee, which I think I drank too much of because I've been talking like a maniac. Got bugs all over me. Get off my water. Yeah. That was good. A lot of good stuff right there. I hope you enjoy. If you like videos like this, if you like me talking about FPV and what I think about all the hubbub and schmoozoo, give me a like, give me a comment. And if you disagree, give me a comment, give me a thumbs down. I don't care. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. That's what I am with people. I disagree, but I try to do it in a very respectful way, which is, we're all allowed to disagree and think whatever we want. That's a wonderful thing. So take care. Love you guys. And go rip. Puppet Master FPV, baby.